Hi everyone, we're going to talk about the difference between solving square root equations and cube root equations. Should be equations. With the note, and we're going to graph a couple and talk about transformations. So here are the ones we're going to talk about, and we're going to solve these very quickly and then do the transformations. Okay, the first one. First thing you do when you're solving any equations, we're going to do PEMDAS backwards. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add 10 to both sides. So you get 2 times x minus 4, square root of x minus 4 equals 12. Then we're going to divide both sides by 2. So we get square root of x minus 4 equals 6. Now we're going to square both sides to get rid of the square root. And we do that, we're going to get x minus 4 equals 36. And then we add 4 to both sides, and you get x equals 32. And if you want, you can plug it back in the original equation, which if you're taking a test, you should do that. And it will satisfy the equation. So the next one's our cube root. So we do the same thing. First thing I'm going to do is add 5 to both sides. And when I do that, I get 27. Now, when I cube both sides, so I'm going to cube both sides here. And when I do that, I'm going to get x plus 8, and I had to use a calculator for this. Gives me 19,683. Then I'm going to subtract 8 from both sides, and I get x equals 19,675. So that's how you would solve. So it's a cube root, you have to cube both sides. When it's a square root, you have to square both sides. So let's do another one. First thing I'm going to do is add 5 to both sides. So I get 1/2 times the square root of x plus 9 equals 1. Then I'm going to either divide both sides by 1/2, or you can just multiply both sides by 2. When you multiply both sides by 2, 2 times 1/2 is just 1. So that cancels. So you get the square root of x plus 9 equals 2. Now just square both sides. So you get x plus 9 equals 4. And subtract 9 from both sides, and you get x equals -5. Okay. Now we're going to talk about the transformations part. A cube root function looks like this. And if I do a table of values, and I do 0, -1, and 1, when you do cube root, when you cube it, you're going to get -1, 0, 1. If I go to 2, 2 cubed is 8. So I kind of drew it here. So let's say we're going to transform this, and our transformation is going to be y equals the cube root of x plus 4 minus 2. Well, this is a vertical shift to the left by 4 and down by 2. So I'm shifting my center. Right here is my center at 0, 0. I'm going to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4. To the left by 4, but then it's moving down by 2. And then from there, I can kind of just use my table. So if this is my new center, I'm going to have my 1s go here over 2. From 2, it's going to go to 8. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you can go down here to 8. So I'm just going to sketch it here. Okay? So the vertex, or the center now, was -4, -2. That's a shift left by 4 and a shift down by 2. All right, if you have square root function, and we do the same thing, that's going to be y equals, say, cube root, or not cube root, the square root that they don't put the 2 there. So that's going to be x plus 4 minus 2. So it's the same thing. It's going to shift to the left by 4. Here's my center. My new center is going to be negative 4, negative 2. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, down 2. And then from here, I'm just using my table. So if I did 0, 0 goes to 0, and I'm talking about my parent function. Square root of 1 is 1. Square root of 4 is 2. Square root of 9 is 3. So you pick points to help you graph this. So I'm just going to start from here. And if I go over 4, 2, 3, 4 goes to 2. And you can go so on and so on. And I'm just sketching it. But there it would be. I just shifted the whole thing left by 4 and down by 2. And that's all. And thank you. And I hope you all have a nice day. Bye-bye.